Brody, you're gonna have to cut this part. Hey everybody, it's PJ from DonnyFL. Ever since we brought in the HUBEN GK1, we have had customers asking us about the possibility of adding a stock to the rear end to make this very accurate air pistol into an even more accurate carbine style shooter. So we went to the drawing board, and what we came out with is this little guy, which is almost like a backpack that goes on to the end of the action and allows you to attach any kind of stock, folding or otherwise, that connects by way of a Picatinny rail. So today in this video, we're going to go through how you install this onto this. First, let's talk about tools. You're going to need two tools in order to do this installation. You need a 2mm Allen and a 4mm Allen. You're going to use this little guy and the two screws that come with it. You do have to remove the screw that is the rear sight adjustment. So we're going to take a 2mm Allen and remove this screw. Be advised, there is a spring under here. So if you're not being careful with it, you can have one of those situations where things fly apart and little springs go for a trip to the floor, and now you're looking to replace something. So we don't want that to happen. So you want to make sure you're holding this down as you back this out. This won't be tight at all because it is part of the adjustable sight. So when you've got that off, gently let that come up, and hopefully you can see there's this little spring and it lives between two little recesses. So I'm just going to set those carefully off to the side so they don't get lost. Once that screw is out, you're going to take your 4mm Allen and remove these two bolts. There is also a spring under here. So while you can do your initial loosen without any worry, once you start backing these out, you want to keep a finger on here so that the spring doesn't blow everything off. Now, I want to make one thing perfectly clear at this point. I know that this air gun has been cleared. It has no pellets. I've looked in all the cylinders. I even dry fired it into our pellet trap, and it's unsafe. So make sure you're working with your guns in a safe condition. These screws are not super long, come out really easily. Everything on the HUBEN is really nicely machined, so you don't have to worry about anything kind of weird or off center. So you can see there's that little spring. If you ever have a situation where the gun vents all of its air, let it do its thing, then remove this, kind of reset this spring, put it back in, and that generally takes care of that problem. So we're going to set these aside. In fact, I recommend taking these and putting them in your case for safekeeping in case you want to convert back at some point. And then you're going to use the new screws. Obviously you can see they're quite a bit longer because they have to go through both pieces. So this is your stock piece right here. And like I said before, this is just kind of like a backpack, right? It just goes on there like that. So now we need the screw to go all the way through and then into the body of the HUBEN. So I'm going to get these guys in position, and again with the 4mm they can be tightened down. I'm going a little bit on one and then a little bit on the other, just so nothing pinches around that screw. And then there you have it, it's on. Now the way we design this, you have enough Picatinny to attach most of the sort of pistol stock things that are out there. It doesn't need a ton of rail space. It keeps it above the kind of beaver tail on this grip, so it's not in your way there. It is flush to the side of the action here, so it's not in the way of accessing either the safety or any of the loading mechanisms. Basically, once you have it on, You're never going to know it's there. It does not at all interfere with the adjustment on the rear blade of the iron sights. So it's out of the way. You can leave it on even if you decide to put on a stock and take it off. There's really no reason to have to remove this when your use case changes. So let's get the rear sight spring back in. There is that little hole, oops, there is that little hole in there. So you just need to drop that guy in and then push this down, put that screw in, and remember this is a 2mm. Now don't at this point crank it all the way down, because if you do, you're just cranking the whole sight down. So if you are using iron sights, we've switched over to a red dot, but if you are using iron sights, you're gonna have to go back and re-zero to get your elevation just right. But there you have it. Now if you wanna go ahead, and I gotta loosen this just a little bit. Some of you who are interested in such things might wanna know what this is. It is a prototype from Saber Tactical. I'm gonna have to take that off. It is only a prototype. Don't know at this point whether it will make it fully to production in this or some other format, but there are lots of different Picatinny rear stocks out there. This is just harder to do when you're, to get this right. So this is a Saber Tactical prototype. This is not a production unit, and I don't know that it will ever get to production in this form, but there are lots of different Picatinny mounted sort of carbine stocks for pistols out there. You just have to pick the one that works for you. Well, everybody, thanks for watching the video. I hope this is helpful to you. It's a super quick install. Certainly takes less time than it took me to talk about it. So if you're interested, if you have the GK1, you're interested in being able to add a stock to it, it's really as simple as that. So check this out on the DonnyFL website and with any of our dealers who carry DonnyFL adapters. See you on the next one.